What's up, guys? Welcome to the Iowa Entrepreneur for another episode of Season 2. My lovely guest today is Dennis and Hannah Hensley of Hensley Concrete Coatings. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on the show. And I know I see you guys busy all the time. So coming into this show and taking some of your time, I do appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah. So what would be really fun is to get to know you guys a little better. I know a lot of the followers might be curious who you are and what business you run. So let's get started with that a little bit. Maybe, for example, are you guys originally from Iowa?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up in Southwest Iowa, small town, Bedford, and maybe
Cool.
a population of 800 to 1,000 people.
Really?
And then I moved to Maryville, Missouri, and actually was a factory worker for about 7 years.
Okay.
Met my wife in 2006. 2005.
Yeah.
Get in trouble.
Yeah. Be careful there.
2005. And we've been together for 15 years, going on
Awesome.
married for 10.
Mm-hmm.
Had our daughter in 2010, and then decided to make a change and go back home. That was what I wanted to do. I wanted to go back to small town,
Okay.
and took kind of a leap when it come to a job change.
Of course.
And financially, it just wasn't working out. It was just struggles. And
Yeah.
we decided we've always liked Ankeny, and
Afraid
what really
to-
scared us
Mhm.
was the financials.
Sure.
But we found a way for me to come up here and started in the epoxy industry, and I've loved it ever since.
Mhm.
So
What about you, Hannah? Where were you from in Iowa?
Yeah, well, actually, so I'm originally from Northwest Missouri,
Okay.
Maryville.
Okay.
Go Bearcats.
Hmm.
So he was about 20 miles across the border.
Hmm.
We met through some mutual friends. So
Awesome.
yeah, so that's where I'm from, and
Very nice.
we've been here for about 5 years.
5 years
Yeah.
now in Ankeny.
Yep.
Yep.
So moving into Ankeny, obviously some people have entrepreneur families that they're born into and
Mhm.
everything, but it sounds like you guys what caused you guys to create your business? I mean, did you have that idea in mind from the beginning?
I was gonna say, you
I
come
grew
from-
up. My dad was a business owner.
Oh, great.
For body work, and then my brother is now taking that over. He bought the business. I think he's been there for almost 3 years now.
Awesome.
It's always kind of been pushed on me. I've always wanted it,
Yeah.
but honestly, I thought I couldn't afford it or could run a business. I had no desire. I was just hoping to find that boss that was treat me good, and
Yeah.
be on my way. Just kind of simple guy.
Yeah.
When I came up here, I started the epoxy as a crew leader, and I actually as a laborer went to a crew leader to a vice president, and I had 2 kids and a wife, and everybody treated me fine. It's just the fact that I had better expectations when it comes to seeing my family.
Sure.
I grew up, my dad worked a lot, divorced parents, so he had to raise 3 kids.
Sure.
So, I wanted to be around my kids more. I knew how much me and my dad talked about that and how much he wanted that, but it just financially wasn't there.
Yeah.
So we took this leap, and
Mhm.
probably haven't had a lot for anything to settle in, but it's been wonderful. It's been,
Mhm.
quality is a big thing with me, and treating
Sure.
people fair and right is a huge thing with me. And I grew up with my dad's quality he was OCD and
Top
very
notch.
clean,
Awesome.
top notch, and he
Yep.
was rewarded for that in the state of Iowa. So it just, I appreciate him teaching me through my childhood on what people mean to you. Clients are always right.
Yeah.
Treat them well. Do the work that you would do for yourself. Don't, shortcut anything. So
Sure.
be very blunt and stuff like that. So I got a lot of things through my childhood with him. So
So would you say for your business, quality makes you stand out, with Ankeny growing so much,
Yeah.
you start getting into the same fields as some other people.
mhm,
And then there's always the question, how do I stand out?
mhm.
Yeah.
Would you say your quality
And
is
you're exactly right. As a business owner, I look at myself, I'm like, okay, there's 15 companies doing this. Where can HCC outstand everybody else? And the
Right.
quality insurance is for sure is what I strive on. The
Mhm.
OCD, just the way we pull up and our trailer looks, and the inside of our trailer, the way
Sure.
it looks, shows us the type of work we do. So the quality is really my main
And
strive.
customer service.
Service, yep, and treating people
Huge,
fair and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So
And I think you see that. I mean, at least I do as being outside of your box and
Mhm.
seeing it through social media. And
Yeah.
you guys do a great job in that. You get to see the quality work done,
mhm.
and people, encourage you guys to keep going because they're happy with the work that
Yes,
you've done in the past.
absolutely.
How
Yeah.
many years have you guys been in business?
So we just turned over 2 years.
Mhm.
What was the date?
Actually, it'll be 2 years this August 6th.
August 6th.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
2 years in business, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's flown.
Wonderful.
Yep,
Actually,
it's
I'm
2 years.
2 years. Yeah.
And so
18.
in
Yep.
those 2 years, you've been in the Uptown Ankeny area?
We have. Actually, I started this out in a garage.
Okay.
And, you got to start small.
Yes,
Yep.
sir, of
And then
course.
I went to a storage unit here in Uptown Ankeny. And
Yeah.
then we just finally went to a storefront. And that's something that I was really skeptical on because as being in this business for a while now, nobody has storefronts
Sure.
in the epoxy industry, at least from what I've seen.
Mhm.
And I didn't know how well it was going to help, but it has helped us out tremendously. People love to come into the showroom and look at everything.
Wonderful.
And just being out on a corner of a street and not
Mhm.
hidden, helps
Yeah.
out a lot too. So
Yeah.
it's been awesome. This has been the best business investment I've ever made. Has been my storefront.
That's good to
Yeah.
hear.
So-
I know back then it was Bryant, Iowa Heating and
Yep.
Cooling, and they started in a garage too.
Yep.
And Dwayne's been on the podcast as well.
That's really
We-
cool that you said that because
Yeah.
me and Dwayne, we've
pretty
gained
close,
so
yeah.
close our friendship, and we've talked so much about business, and we're following each other's shoes. So he started
We're
in the
following in
garage,
his footsteps.
and then he went to the
basically.
storage unit in the storefront, and now I've got garage, I've got the storage unit in the storefront. So
it's just he's
I guess my next building is going to be like 18,000 square foot, like he has.
Hopefully. Have you been to the?
It has. He
over
has a
at
very
Surefine?
nice. He has a super nice
Yeah.
facility.
Yeah, I'm happy for
And-
them. They are
Yep.
doing really well too as
Yep.
well. So,
Very.
and would you say being in Uptown now, you've seen the somewhat of the growth being
Oh, yeah.
involved in that. So, are you excited about potential, from the farmers market? What have you seen now as a
Mhm.
difference that move has made for you?
Yeah.
You know,
The
So
I
go
was
ahead.
gonna say,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
we're super excited to be in our new location in Uptown. I was just saying earlier this morning we had a phone call from a lady that was at the farmers market on Saturday, and she walked by and saw our
Awesome.
business. So we got a phone call. So yeah, Uptown is amazing, and
awesome.
we've got a really good feeling about
we do.
our business being.
Good.
And the more we want to get more interact with the Uptown,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
want to make time for that. We want to get out and, visit with people and stuff and
Yeah.
just hang out and not be those typical just in and out the business door and
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
see us until we're in
Sure.
work, So it's one of those things that we do want to interact more and we want to find
course.
time to do that because that's big.
Mhm.
No matter how much social media helps out a lot, but also referrals are huge.
Yeah, and
that's
face-to-face.
that's the big thing.
You know.
Face to face,
Yeah.
getting to know somebody. I think the biggest thing is I could take a lead and call and talk to them on the phone,
Mhm.
or just send them a bid. It's totally opposite. If I call and talk to them on the phone, they kind of see, how
Character.
my character and everything
Sure.
and myself compared to just sending them a bid and it is what it is.
Of course.
Right.
So that's been a huge thing is
We
face
like-
to face sales and,
Yeah,
and talking on the phone.
Mhm.
Even if they say, hey, can you give me a quote?
Mhm.
I'd still like to have that conversation with them just
Of
to make
course.
sure it's something that they're going to need. There's a lot of clients sometimes that say, I want this, but I say, this isn't going to last you. We need to shoot for something else. I understand it's your floor and it's your money, but we need
Yep.
to focus on what's going to make you happy. You don't want to spend it again in 6 years later, so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, tell us a little bit about your business, the services that you provide, and I've seen a lot of the images of the epoxy garage, and they look
Mhm.
nice. Maybe what benefits are there in epoxy
Yeah.
garage floors, and just tell us a little bit.
So
about
of
your
course,
business.
with the garage floors, we can sit here and all day, and it's a want, not a need. We know
Sure.
that most
Yeah.
people have concrete. So the benefits is it's super easy, clean surface. It just makes it look finished as a house. It does increase the value of your house too.
Mhm.
Awesome.
But the biggest thing is slip resistance. With the cream polish and concrete, when it gets wet, it's slippery when you get out of your vehicles. So the
Okay.
snow and ice and stuff melting on it. Also, the biggest thing is concrete's pores. So anything that falls, drinks, water, oil, anything like that, it penetrates through the concrete and it stains it.
Interesting.
So if you're an OCD guy like me, you just can't have one oil stain. So to
Oh,
keep
no.
that protected, is you get our coating and we diamond grind or shot blast it to get a profile to get a good adhesion.
Nice.
We also patch all the joints and to make it seamless. So there's no way for dirt, grease, or anything to ever get trapped in this floor.
Wow.
This floor is slip resistance because it's a full flake and it has a texture.
Okay.
Also, it's chemical resistance and it's UV stable. We polyaspartic all of our floors for better UV stable. That means it just won't amber in time.
Yeah.
We do nice clean transitions at the door, so you have a nice clean look in and outside.
Okay.
So the benefits is just, like I said, it cleans, it's slip resistance. It's
Wow.
easier to clean, easier maintenance. makes your garage look finished.
Yeah.
You know, in Ankeny, we all know when it's game day, everybody likes to put TVs in their garage, and all that.
I have
hang out.
seen that. I have seen that.
So
I like to joke that it's the new man cave,
It is,
you know?
yeah.
So I'm like, we're giving women back their basement.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I've also heard that when you drop a tool on it or something,
Yep.
it's very protective.
it is very,
Yes,
yep.
very.
You know,
Very
there are
strong.
certain things. If you drop something really, really, really heavy and it hits a certain way, it could spoil your concrete.
Sure.
So of course, your concrete fails, the coating's going to fail. But people need to understand when you spoil your concrete, it's not the coating failing. It's just what, the concrete's on top, the concrete's below the coating. So
Sure.
easy repair though. You just go in, chip it up a little bit and patch it. You might be able to see that patch, but it's better than having something open, because if you don't get it patched, then chemicals and stuff and moisture get underneath the floor. That's when you'll start having issues.
Okay.
So
And then is it something you do just for residents only, or do you do commercial?
we do commercial. We do a lot of Xeneous flooring. We do quartz. We do epoxy,
Okay.
flake. We do partial flakes in utility rooms and houses. It better look. It's never a finished part of the basement, so it adds a little bit of value. We do stain and seals. We just do seals. We fill joints. We do
Metallics.
prep work. We do metallics. We do concrete overlays. We do patios in quartz and flake polyaspartic, or we do overlays outside and inside. We can make wood, tile.
Wow.
Any design you
Completely
want. It's all custom.
handcrafted.
It's all
All custom.
handcrafted.
So whatever color people want and everything.
Our
can-
colors and flake colors, coarse colors, pigment colors, just solid colors. We can overwhelm people
Can you
with
do
those.
logos too?
So we do
Oh, yeah.
logos. Yep.
Yeah.
We can
Wow.
do logos.
You guys hear that? Logos.
So
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
do logos. And then polishing, we do
Okay.
we do polishing too. So that's a good industrial. A lot of industrials like polishing concrete, sealed concrete.
That's crazy.
So there's so many systems out there. We're actually we do countertops. I've subbed them out to a guy that does
Okay.
really good work.
Mhm.
Awesome.
And then also I think we do showers, vertical showers too. The biggest benefit with epoxy compared to a tile shower ceramic
Yeah.
is that nothing bonds to epoxy. When it comes to soap, scum, and stuff, you can
Okay.
seriously wipe it off with your shirt.
I didn't know that. That's
So instead of
Nice.
using
Yeah,
a bunch
isn't
of
that
cleaner,
cool?
and the
That is
benefits
cool.
with these overlays is ceramic tile and stuff, the grout lines are so deep, that's where dirt likes to get trapped. Our overlays are only like a 16th of an inch depth, and it's
Okay.
all sealed. So what that does is it makes nothing, so dirt or anything can get trapped in. So it's just a more cleaner facility, easy maintenance,
Okay.
and highly durable floors is why we sell them.
very cool. One thing I did want to ask you guys was because I obviously you have so many services
Mhm.
available.
Mhm.
What's the best way a homeowner or a commercial guy
Yeah.
can come and reach out to you and get some business from you and maybe a quote of sorts? Website or social media?
Yeah, yep. So we've got a website, hensleyconcretecoatings.com. We are most active on our Facebook page.
Okay.
We also have Instagram, but our Facebook page is just Hensley Concrete Coatings. And then our phone number, 515-850-9017.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
All right. So you guys listening and viewing this, if you want to reach out to these guys
Yeah.
in central Des Moines area, give them a call, give them a shout. They'll come get you taken care of. One other thing, guys, is that I do is ask the entrepreneurs what your definition is of
Yeah.
an entrepreneur. So do you guys have a good answer to
You
that?
know, I think taking a risk
Mhm.
would be mine.
Sure.
Finding your niche.
Finding your
and-
niche, taking a risk.
Yeah,
I would let
going with
anybody. I would tell anybody out there, if you have anything in the back of your mind of wanting to start a business, don't be scared. You have to take the risk to be successful.
Love
You just, that's the biggest thing is just, and you got to go with a full heart,
Passion.
passion, and
100%.
and I'll tell you, if you treat people right and you do good quality work, you're not going nowhere.
Yep.
Awesome.
You're not.
Well, thank you guys for being on the show. I do appreciate it.
Thank you
Hey,
so
thank
much.
you so much.
Yeah, thanks.